Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to FM22. It's Youth Factory, and this is episode 70. Quick update on our progression of just a couple weeks from where we left off last episode. First off, the U19s now playing amongst the best. We're in Group 1. We've got the best other teams in the world, or in the nation, that is. And we're in a good state. Right now, we're third place. But here's the thing, we're 1 point behind the top two teams. We have a better goal differential than the top two teams. And look at how many games in hand that we have. We are 10, 5, and 2 overall. We've got 2 games in hand on Odd. We've got 4 on Valorenga. So our U19s are now right there. Now that we're up to that second tier, that the regularity of the players we're bringing in. And if we could get to that top tier, we are going to instantly start bringing in a better quality of youth player. A little bit better potential, a little bit better overall for a multitude of reasons. One, some of it's based on the level that you are at. But everything about what we bring in has primarily to do with the nation that we play in within Norway. But the way that the youth rankings work and that determination of, what filters down to the players that you bring in year by year, there's a whole bunch of factors that feed into them. But one of the big factors have to do with the division that you play in. So not just the facilities. The facilities, if we are in the top tier, our facilities are better than everybody else. And it's going to bump us up the list. Right now, we find ourselves behind all or most of those top tier teams every season because they are the top tier teams and they're going to have a natural pull to better talent. We don't necessarily have to be the most reputable team, though that is another one of the factors, and we're still going to be way behind everybody else in that. But those facilities are going to put us right on par, if not better, than most of those teams. So getting to that top tier would be a huge, huge draw for us and would really, really nudge us to another level on players coming in, which is going to be necessary if we are going to not only catch up but overtake those teams and eventually see ourselves competing in something like the champion. Creepy, I know, right? That was a creepy smile. Following a really good month of May after the somewhat slow start to the season, couple of draws to open the year, we really started to turn it up. And of course, morale of players is a factor every season for this one. We talked about this last time, so I won't go into much detail. But because of other teams coming in and offering, and then players going, gosh, I want to play for that big club. And then we turn it down even when they're offering, in a couple cases, decent money. We turn it down. They get upset. We start the year with no morale. But the window closes. They stop offering. And eventually the players regain happiness and our form gets better. Happens every year. Anyway, that happened in May. The form really improved, but we've had some difficult games already on the calendar. In Sundell, on the road, we lost 3-6. We scored 3 goals, but we gave up 6. That really hurts. I mean, that was a lot of goals that we gave up that day. We had Haugesund in the 5th round of the Cup. That was what we left off with last episode. A 1-0 win, surprise, against the run of play, against the XG. The team, we had some fairly good ratings, but it wasn't amazing. But Janssen with that goal, that sealed it, that got the win. Put us into the 6th round, where we will be playing Asker here shortly. In the meantime, we had 2 league games against the other top couple of teams in the league. Mjøndalen was at home. We got the 1-0 lead, but we could not hang on to it. They were the better team, so we were fortunate to get away with a point. And then league leaders, Valorenga 2. we beat them 2-0. Bergam scoring early, Andreasen getting a second before halftime, and our ratings were not fantastic. It was not a dominating game, though ultimately we did have higher XG. We had right about the correct amount. We had about 1.7 XG. They had 0.5 for the entirety of the game. So we came away with the outcome we needed and wanted, and are looking really good in the league at the moment, except the fact that we are heading into a month with just one home game, 4 road games. That's going to be really, really difficult stretch as we go forward in the league. But we have lucked out a little bit in that we have Asker from our league, from the bottom end of our league, at home in the 6th round of the Cup, giving us a pretty decent opportunity to continue on in that competition for at least one more round before it's pretty much nothing but top tier teams remaining in the next round and looking to be a bit beyond our grasp at that point. But hey, still would be quite the achievement to get through the 6th round. But following those 4 points against top opposition in the league, it's Mjøndalen who now leads from us, from Sandel, from Vålerenga 2, all on 24 points. So a 4-way tie, other than, tiebreakers, but a 4-way tie in terms of points, all having played 12 matches. It's tight. It's very tight at the top right now. Strøm's only a couple points behind. Start is 4 points behind, and Sandefjord has a game in hand with 18. I think Ilsund is kind of the first team that's a little bit off the back, but even then, there's 3 teams that are still fairly close. It's early. Things will stretch out a bit more, but my oh my, do we have a tight contest at the top. Bergam, 14 goals already, and 7 in the Cup as well. So Bergam, big time scoring this season, and they still want us to avoid relegation. 6th round of the Cup underway. Great opportunity to continue on. There's actually one other matchup that will guarantee see somebody from our level or lower continue on. The lower one is the only opponent remaining in this tournament that is from something other than the top 2 divisions. As we get the early shot on that one, I wasn't sure who took it. Might have been Ostby, may have been Janssen, but good effort from towards the upper left corner, but not able to convert on that one as it didn't have a ton of power on it. The keeper is able to dive and hang on to that one. 63% possession here, 25 minutes into this one. It's been all us so far. Pass completion advantage, half the fouls committed that they've fouled. So we're looking pretty strong already now to the 35th minute, but kind of a bad giveaway there. Header to no man's land, but Forwardly intercepts. Janssen, good passing here. Joske not able to find a gap through the midfield at the moment, though, as they are packing the midfield actually quite well, and we don't seem to be too interested in playing the ball out wide, at least currently, even though we are not set to necessarily play through the middle. Nice ball over the top, and Moen goes the wrong way on that one. That ball was very well placed to the inside corner. However, Moen completely screwed that one up, and Forwardly, really bad read. But yeah, Moen dives left, ball goes right. Made to look the fool on that one. And we go from total dominance, where they hadn't even mustered an attempt yet, to all of a sudden we trail 1-0. Apparently they've had to, and Bergam had a great opportunity there to level the score. They've brought a much larger crowd to this game than we have for this home one, and we continued. We were strong early, went very, very quiet. They scored, and then we woke up. Wow, the not good enough approach has not resulted in anything. Team not terribly fired up. We are going to have to go more aggressive. Let's go ahead and start with attacking, especially since we didn't get the morale boost that would see them determined on their own. So we're going to have to manufacture it a little bit tactically. For Woolley, come on, that was an easy interception, and he does not take the opportunity. Offside? Okay. Apparently just offside. Looked fine to me, but I wasn't staring at that particular player. Give away another opportunity, and early in the second half, they have acquired their third attempt. And time is flying right now, which is not a good thing. Jonas Gay is not looking good. He's been peeved all game, mowing. Forced to make a decent stop on that one. Probably should have held on to it, though. And let's see, what can we do? Hermansen. Push up Janssen. Let's go and swap Hermansen and Janssen. Especially with the yellow card for Janssen. We don't want him to be in that cover position where he's going to have some trouble. Foss apparently was blamed for the goal, or just has in general done poorly, and Bergam picking up a knock here is not good. We're going to have to bring him off, even though he is our best chance of a goal. So that's not good. Oh, nice ball over the top for Lovas, but Lovas does not get there. Bergam lays it off for Homedale. Back through for Bergam. Lovas tap in goal, and instead he runs away from the goal. Tight angle as he's going to his left, but come on. Tap the ball in. Lovas again goes the wrong direction, but does find Homedale. Homedale cannot get that on target. And we are already down to one sub, and we're already running out of time here, even though it's been all us lately. Ginkarzik, who is coming back from a minor knock and was cleared to participate today. Gillo tracks that down. We're doing on time. Not good. Not good on time. Let's see. Homedale's tired, but it's like I'm going to sub him off at this point. I think we need to change tactically. See what we can do here. Gotta go for this. Lovas. He's having a terrible day, as are others. Maybe we bring on Minkowitz. We won't throw people all over the pitch. We are already going very attacking. That's getting us up the pitch anyway. Good giveaway there. Not sure why he would have taken that one and kicked it straight at Mullen, but thank you. Appreciate it. Lovas, don't appreciate that. That was a terrible giveaway. He wasn't even under pressure. Janssen finds Homedale. Homedale has some space. Lays it back off. We get it inside. Hermansen deflected. Cleared. Osby. Hermansen. Janssen now. Gillo over the top. Inside. Offside. The inside ball didn't find the man anyway. Foley almost gave that away in his desperation. The long ball, not in our instruction set at all. Offside, no call, no flag. Wow. Okay. Was he on, or did he legitimately just make a 20-yard run in a matter of a second and a half? You better believe he just made that run from a legal position. Don't know how he got the acceleration to get there. That guy's got some pace, because he's on, and then all of a sudden he makes that first 3-4 steps and like just and that does it. We're toast. We are toast. We're gonna be out of the cup. Really not interested in defending at all. Nobody moved. Look at this. Purple shirts. Nobody's moving. They're all standing still. Watch that one go in. Go from dominating the game, having all the XG, and we're going to lose 3-0. Dominating the game and losing 3-0. That is pretty bad. Fortunately, things are going well in the league, and we're now going to have to rely on that going forward. This is a team that had no XG, bagged a goal. It's a team that barely amassed any more XG, bagged 2 goals. Their XG still didn't even get to 1. Total control for us, total domination, 2 shots on target. Ugh. Ugly. Middle phase of our season is now behind us. We just went through that tricky month of July where we had 4 out of 5 matches on the road. The Good news, though, is it was a little bit of a chance to recover with all weekend games. It was a 5-week month, and we had 5 matches. So on that part, it allowed us to freshen up a little bit, with the exception that we unfortunately had 2 players go down with injuries that would see them out for 3 to 5 weeks. Holmdale and Ostby. So 2 key guys that are going to be missed. They've already missed about a week or 2 so far, but we're looking at them being out for another 2 to 3 or 2 to 4 weeks, and that's tricky. We do have a better stretch coming up over the next month with 3 home games and 1 road game instead, so it does kind of come back full force. And we got 8 points out of 5 matches, which is not a bad return on a 4 road game stretch and 3 difficult opponents out of those 5 games. Could have gone better. Certainly could have gone worse. Where it places us right now with 17 matches played, which is now past the halfway point by 2 matches. And we're out of the cup, so that part's behind us. It's just getting through the league now. We are in second place, 1 point off Jandalen, who we drew with when we played them. And was that on the road when we played them, or was that at home? I don't remember which. But Sandal is 2 points back, as is Vålerenga. Of course, Vålerenga not in contention for promotion, so it doesn't necessarily matter where they wind up at. So Sandal is the one we got to watch out for right now. At the moment, we are starting to open a gap behind the other teams. Straumen, Start, Sandefjord, and Ailsund, along with Bryn and Fredrikstad, all within 2 points of each other, and at least 6 points back, 6 to 8 points back behind us. It's tight. The whole league is really, really tight this year. Rosenborg, who just beat us, by the way, Rosenborg is 5-5-7 on a -8. They're not looking great, but they're not looking terrible either. So Rosenborg, Brunn, Kristiansund, all dangerous. Kristiansund is the team that we drew with at home, the one home game we had in this stretch, because they're not that bad either. The bottom 2, they are. Grerud, Stjordals Blink, not good. Not good at all, but it jumps up pretty quick from there, and it's very, very competitive top to bottom in the league this year. So holding our position, certainly not guaranteed. Bergum missed a little time with that minor injury. That didn't help us out any, but 16 goals, 23 overall, doing fantastic. He's averaging almost an 8 combined in all competitions this year. Holmdale, 9 assists, already almost into double digits for him, but he's out injured right now, so that is going to make this next little stretch. That is going to do it for this episode, though. We are going to make that final push through the remainder of the season next time. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there, and bye for now.